Well, good morning, guys. Let's see how this works. So, lesson 7.4, solving log equations. The date, we'll just go ahead and put 3/16 since it's Monday. But what I want you to take notice of is the 5 steps I have over here on the right. If you are stuck, then try one of the following. Anytime, if you remember the other day I said anytime you're stuck, switch forms. Step 2 could be condensing logs using properties, but we'll be doing that next in lesson 7.5. If you have one log on the left and one log on the right, then you may drop the logs, just like we've done with bases. The other option is to get like bases. And then the fifth thing is take the log of each side. We will probably save step 5 for another time. So let's go to example 1. Log the base 36 of x equals 3 over 2. The first step I would say is I'm stuck, so I would switch forms. So the base, if you remember, is 36. You go all the way across the equal sign to get the exponent, and then you set that equal to the other number, which happens to be x. So if you notice, x equals 36 to the 3/2. So type that into your calculator. It's like taking the square root of 36 and then cubing it. So that should be 216. Okay, second one. If you notice here, we have the log of base 2 on the left and log of base 2 on the right. So we have 1 on each side. Therefore, we can drop them. And we get the quadratic x squared minus 4 equals 3x. So set it equal to 0 since it's a quadratic. Factor, so you get x minus 4 and x plus 1. Set each factor equal to 0 and solve. We get 4 and negative 1. Now make sure you go up and solve and check your answers by substituting them in. So you go back up to this particular portion of each side. That number has to be a positive number. If when you substitute those numbers in you get a negative, you're not allowed to take log to base 2 of a negative number. So if you look, negative 1 gives you negative 3 right here. So negative 1 is not one of my answers. Okay, let's go to letter C. Letter C is review. So we just want to get like bases here, so I'm going to use a base of 2. So 2 to the negative 6 would give me 1 over 64 to the 3x minus 4 power, and that equals 2 to the negative 5th to the x plus 4 power. Drop my bases, so I get negative 18x plus 24 equals negative 5x minus 20. Get my x's on the same side, I get negative 13x. Put my constants on the other side, I get negative 44. X is 44 over 13. Not a nice answer, but it will do. Okay, letter D is one we're going to save for next time. Letter E, if you notice, we have one log on the left and one on the right, so we're going to drop them. So we get 5x equals 3x plus 24. Get my x's on one side, I get 2x is 24, x is 12. And finally, letter F. Looks like I'm stuck, so I'm going to switch forms. So I'm going to go 1/3 to the x power equals 243. I'm going to get like bases, so negative 1 to the x power equals 3 to the 5th. So negative 1x equals 5. X is negative 5. Better check our answer since we got a negative. And if I put negative 5 in for x, that's okay because that is an exponent. There is your lesson. Good luck.